Hello, this is Bill Connors with Telepractice Certification Community, and today I'm interviewing Jenny Peddicord, and she's going to demonstrate the Zoom platform. Jenny is the clinical coordinator of the Hello Foundation and Clinic in Portland, Oregon, right, Jenny?
Correct. Yeah.
And you guys offer telepractice there.
Yeah, we do a variety of things. We have contracting in schools where it's part of our hybrid program where we go into rural communities. We also travel to rural communities. And here at the clinic, we use it in a number of different ways. We see private clients that are solely online in a number of different states. And we also use it as a hybrid with clients that might come in once or twice a month and then also receive some online services from their home, even within the Portland metropolitan area.
Nice. I think Sharon's going to talk to us more about that. So would you then give us a quick demo of what Zoom's features are?
Sure. And of course, as you know, we've talked about and everybody knows there's not a one size fits all for any of these platforms. And even within the clinic, we have used a variety. But right now we're using Zoom. We seem to like a fair number of the features. I'm going to walk through a few of them to let you know some of the dynamic ways that you can include them in therapy. Some of the things that I always look for when I'm looking at platforms is just the variety of features that I can incorporate and then how easy are they to use. So I always look for whiteboard because I am a whiteboard user in real space. And Zoom has a whiteboard, which I'm going to show you. I also look for a screen share so that if I have a document that I want to be able to share with somebody or have somebody look at, that I'm able to do that through the platform. I love having a chat feature. You're able to give control. There's some nice annotation things. So I'm going to walk you all through that. Okay?
Good.
So let's do, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to show you a screen share feature that I really like. And this is one where I can annotate on top of what I'm going to show. I can give control. Right now it's letting me choose what I'm showing to you. And I have to go to an orthodontist later and give a little talk about oral myofunctional therapy. And so I was just generating a Word document. This isn't something I usually share with clients, but I just happen to have it on my desktop. So you're seeing my notes here. Can you see that, Bill?
Yes.
Okay.
Very clear.
And so things I like to then be able to do is I could annotate this. And the annotation feature gives me quite a bit of control. So for example, it has 15 different drawing tools and I could circle something here. I could erase that if I wanted to. I could erase. I can add text if I wanted to add a note there. I can spotlight something as if I'm sharing a PowerPoint, which is kind of a great feature. So I like a lot of the things that it allows me to do. I can underline if I'm working with a kid. I could underline a sound in every document. Or if I'm working with an adult, I can give them control and they can annotate. In fact, Bill, you might be able to have access to the annotation features without me giving you control as well. If you hover up a bit at the top of your screen, you might see some of those annotation features.
Okay, I'm not seeing them.
Okay. So I could give you control, and you would be able to see that there's quite a bit. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give you control. Okay. So I'm pressing a button up at the top that says remote control, and it says that I can give my mouse or keyboard control to Bill Connors. So I'm trusting you with my computer. And now you have control over my computer.
Okay. So it says
if you wanted to annotate.
View options, annotate. And now that's me in green for St. Patrick's Day.
Perfect. So now we are working from the same document, and it could be anything. You could text in there, you could do any variety of things, and obviously the document can be anything. Okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to take back over, and I'm going to stop sharing that feature.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
That is a pretty nice, easy way to share.
Yeah. And I like it. You don't have to have really formulated we have a million documents or a million things. You can also do the exact same thing with a website. So for example, I'm going to screen share now. I am going to pick, when you choose to screen share, it gives you a choice of all the things that you have up. And I happen to have, let's see what it has. One of the things also that it does, I don't use this feature a ton, but it allows for mirroring. So for example, if I wanted to connect an app on my iPad or my tablet, and I wanted it to mirror up to the screen,
Right.
then I could do that. I don't know if you use mirroring very much.
We don't use it a lot, but it is a feature that they have on WebEx now also.
Yeah. There's lots of, let me share my screen. I'm actually going to go, and I can transition. So I started on my Word document, and now we're looking at the Great Wall of China. So I could click on whatever I want, and we could annotate just as easily from here. So that's also nice. If I wanted to, say, draw on something, we could draw on the Great Wall.
I'm still seeing the document.
Oh, okay. So I have transitioned over to another document. And what that is that it has said now that I chose a document. And the nice feature about this, and not all of them do this, is that I can transition to a new document and you're still seeing the one that we were sharing. So if I want to take a note, for example, that you're still staying on the one that I had identified as the one that we would share.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah, with some of them you have to stop sharing your screen, do it to make sure you're safe, and come back on.
Correct. And the one we're going to jump over now to is a whiteboard. And it's similar, it has similar features. You can annotate or draw or do text. The nice thing about this one is that I can control what's going to be on the whiteboard. So rather than a document, I might want to, for example, let's say I wanted to do a Venn diagram. We're going to do, I don't know, apples and oranges. I have a glitch in my screen that makes a blank. And here we would just use a whiteboard feature, and I can go over here, and I could put apple, for example. And I could go over here, and I could put orange. However that works. You can also cut and paste text. You can cut and paste a picture. You can insert things. So the whiteboard feature is just nice if you want to sort of create your own content.
Can you upload a document to the whiteboard, or a PowerPoint, or a movie?
The only way that there is a PowerPoint. You can share a PowerPoint. So when you choose what whiteboard feature you're sharing, you can choose PowerPoint. And other than that, what I usually do is if there's a piece of a document, I just usually cut and paste it. Sort of depends on what I want to do. Otherwise, I would share the full document. At least that's what I do.
Okay.
The other things I like to do, and I think a lot of these are common to other platforms, is, there's a chat feature here. That chat feature I will use for a variety of things. I can communicate directly to the client. Sometimes I'll put a word list there if I don't want to give an oral model. I can even sort of chat. If I have a child, say, who's not literate, and I have a parent in the background who is literate, I can chat to that parent sometimes. If I'm working with adults or a teenager, thank you, I might share a link and have them go to the link. So if I have a YouTube presentation I want them to do or look at, I'll put that directly, for example, I'll put that directly in the chat feature. And it's a live link, so you just click on it, it goes right there. I find that really user-friendly for someone who's not going to want to navigate between a lot of tabs.
Are we able to copy that? Save
yes,
that? Yeah.
So you can save that.
Okay.
You can cut and paste it. You can copy it into something else.
That's nice.
The one thing, there's a couple of things that I don't love about Zoom. Is that appropriate to also discuss?
Yes.
There's one of the things that I have found, there's only one platform that I know that does this. I use Skype for Business quite a bit as well. And I love the feature that platform has. That could be another discussion. Where it has a little video snapshot that stays above whatever I'm working on. And so, for example, if I go to a Word document or I go to a website, it will track and follow and always be visible. And Zoom doesn't have that feature, which is fine. So you're going to be navigating along your toolbar at the bottom to make sure that you find your Zoom icon and that you click on that to refind. That's usually not cumbersome for a client who's new to streaming video. I just let them know what that feature looks like and how to find it should they go onto another website or onto another document.
Okay. Well, what I noticed right away was it was very quick joining the meeting. It was very quick and it was very easy.
Yes.
Which seems nice.
I like that I can just send a link and all they have to do is click on the link and say run. And that really is for families who aren't necessarily the most tech savvy. It's pretty user friendly.
Okay.
We have meetings on Zoom. You can add more people. That's really easy. You can change how the recording features work. You can invite participants certainly during. It has, I find, very user-friendly features. It's fairly affordable. There's a free version, and the free version cuts you off at 45 minutes. So every meeting is a 45-minute meeting. And the scheduling, the back end of things, is pretty intuitive. I even liked that better than, say, GoToMeeting. That's been easier for us. On a larger scale, for example, our scheduler has scheduled this. It can be a little bit cumbersome to make sure that we're importing and tracking everyone's different schedules. So the back end sort of depends on how many providers you need and how you want to track that.
So do you have a business agreement with this company?
We have more than, so what we have is we have more than one account, and then we have an administrator who's allowed to sort of on the back end see all of those accounts. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for us, the clinic, it gets a little bit cumbersome because we have different software for, we have another, we use Clinic Source to do our scheduling, medical records, and billing. And then we use Zoom, and sometimes just integrating schedules or, making sure that it's really seamless for our clinicians as to where they seek which information, which is part of the reason we're, under development, just because we want something that's a little bit all in one. But for the most part, this is it's easy for our clinicians, it's easy for our schedulers, and generally the clients like it as well.
Well, great. I think that was a great introduction. I know you can also record with Zoom. I'm always concerned about where that's stored. So if I were using this, I'd want to know where that's stored.
And you can choose. The nice thing is when you're recording in Zoom is you designate, and you can designate cloud storage, or you could designate a file on your computer that's certainly password protected. So if you're choosing cloud storage, it often stores them within the Zoom feature. You can choose meetings that are recorded within that profile, or you can choose meetings that were recorded by a particular IP address. And so you've got some recording options. The other thing is that when recording, you want to be cautious of the speaker view. Sometimes it defaults to the speaker, and so I have recorded just myself before, and that's no fun. And you want to be able to see who are both people speaking, so you kind of have to watch that. Well, but other than that, the default settings are pretty easy, and we found it pretty user-friendly.
Well, that's great. I appreciate you coming on. This will be in our March telepracticecommunity.com newsletter. So thanks a lot. That was great.
Great. Yeah. And if anybody has questions, I think we're all in the same boat. We've all looked at different platforms, and if anybody has questions about our process, I'd be more than happy to answer those. Okay. Well, it was a pleasure to see you in person, because I certainly see your name a lot, and one telepractitioner to another. Have a great day.